Yeah. So I just want to make this raw, so we'll get this out the way. And yeah. So there comes a time in people's life where you have to go through changes, man. And to be honest, man, these last 2 years have been crazy, man. Like, I graduated high school in May of 2015, and once I graduated high school, man, to be honest with you, man, like, after graduation, I was like, oh, summer vacation like normal. And then August came around, and I'm sitting around at home, and I'm wondering to myself, I'm sitting around like, man, like, this whole waking up whenever you want to during the day is going to continue. And, I kind of realized, like, man, I really graduated. Things started changing. All my friends were gone, and I was at home by myself, and the only way out the house the only thing I did out the house was go to church and come back home. There was nothing else. And started sitting around, and I started picking up weight, and I'm so insecure about my weight now. But I ended up getting a job around like September of 2015, right? And I was beginning to work on this mixtape right here. That's out, and that finally came out now after forever. But I was working with this guy attending the church, and he did plumbing work. So I was like helping him out, doing like kind of like maintenance side jobs and things like that, helping him out pretty much. Was being like pretty much cutting grass. The man had a whole lot of land, so I was helping him out with that, and it was pretty good. But around the fall time, around the winter time, he started getting sick, and work was very slim, and I feel like that was a dark time for me because I stopped working. I wasn't working. My bank account was slowly declining, and I'm looking at myself like, yo, I need to get a job, and I'm over here wanting to music my profession, and here I go releasing my last mixtape. Was too scared to really push it out. Was scared of people getting it illegally and neglecting half of the stuff, and I didn't even make any money off of it, really. I made like a couple dollars, but other than that, I made nothing. And I was struggling trying to write songs. I got frustrated. I ended up getting a job again during the beginning of 2016, but I was struggling trying to do the one thing I loved, and said that was the one thing I was going to do for the rest of my life. I would get influenced, get uninfluenced, stop making things, start changing things up. I ended up getting another job, and here I am at this time speaking to you, working at this job for almost a year. And I feel unappreciated there. I've been working there for almost a year and haven't received a raise at all. And it just feels like, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm getting so in 2016, I got so frustrated because so much stuff was changing and I couldn't control it. But all this stuff was pretty much me growing up, and I struggled so much. And I was like, you're going through so many changes, then why don't you just talk about those changes? And yeah, I've been spending all last year, 2016, so all 2016 trying to figure it out, and now I'm starting to figure it out. I may not have it all together, but I thank God, because all these changes have changed my heart, opened my eyes, and it's changed my heart. And I made this tape specifically to be relatable to other people. There's many people that's going through changes, whether it's growing up or anything, but there's some changes that you can control, and there's some changes you can't control. And when God puts those changes in your life, sometimes they're for the better, and sometimes you should just trust God. And that's all I have to say. I hope you've all loved what you've heard, and God bless everyone. Thank you.